Okay, here we go.
Okay, well, I'm still at Daisy Dukes. This is a really cool, awesome place, and we're not done showing you all the awesome people that are hanging here, okay? Nashville's not all about Broadway. We're hanging here on Franklin Pike, Daisy Dukes, and I'm here with Dan.
Hi.
And
Jordan.
Jordan.
How are you? Cool.
How you doing?
And out of all the cities in the United States that do music, LA, New York, all that stuff, you guys chose Nashville.
That's right.
Why is that?
Nashville's kind of like a combination of everything. It's rooted. It's fun. Everybody who's anybody kind of lives here.
How long have you been here?
I've been here for about a year and a half.
And you, Jordan?
I've been here for like 5 weeks. 5 weeks, 4 weeks.
Welcome to Nashville.
Yeah, just moved here. From New Orleans.
From New Orleans.
Nice. Yeah,
Big
nice.
city too, right?
Yeah, it is.
So what kind of difference do you observe between?
A lot more songwriters here, a lot more songwriter driven. There's more infrastructure in terms of like music business for artists to take advantage of. I wouldn't say anything's better or worse at any place, but it's very different. It's very different. Yeah.
So how about on the competition level, okay? Like, you know, people know that it's very competitive, music industry, like not a lot of spots. How would you compare? Do you feel that it's friendlier? Do you think that you always find the people that will help you out? Or do you feel that people are competitive in this town?
I think people are all competitive, just naturally, like to be in the music industry, because you feel like a natural tendency to compare yourself to others. But I'm a firm believer in everyone has their own thing to offer, and your competitiveness will only get you somewhere if you try to sound like someone else. That means like you're trying to be someone else's brand, and so of course you're going to compare. But like if you can kind of figure out what makes you you and explore that inwardly as far as you can go, then eventually it's just gonna like not make sense to compare yourself to someone else because you're gonna have your own things to offer.
I like that. I'm totally surfing on the same wavelength right there. Yeah. I'm totally surfing on the same wavelength right there. Words of wisdom. How about you, Dan? You've been here a little longer.
Oh, Dan! Oh, Dan!
It's definitely, you definitely get more being sweet than you do being sour. So it's kind of like you can be competitive, but really, if we all have the same goal, it doesn't really make sense to kind of compete really than it does to kind of work together. Because like if I was to write a song with Jordan, I know that it's gonna have the things that I'm good at and the things that he's good at, which is ultimately more good than I can put into a song myself. In terms of music business, the more people you have on your team, the more people that are like believers in what you do, the more likely you are to succeed, because there's already like a support structure, and if you have that support, then that's more people requesting your song on the radio than it would be if it was just like, well, I'm gonna do my thing, forget what Jordan's doing, you know. So it's kind of like, why compete when you can
team up?
When you can team up, so,
and make history.
That's right.
Craziest friends.
That's
Should
right.
never be together alone without like supervision.
Can we close this out?
How about, how do you feel like where you started 4 years ago and how far you've come in Music City in 4 years? How do you feel about, like, did you have plans when you came? Did you have something planned?
So I'm that guy who moved here with no plans.
Typical musician, right?
Yeah, you know, I had a bag of clothes. I didn't even bring a pillow, and I kind of figured it out. And,
Where'd you move from?
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Jersey.
Yeah, you thought you don't even need a roof over here. It's so hot, right?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I'm just gonna sleep outside, whatever.
I mean, now I live in a house.
Oh yeah.
I have
Upgrade,
more
there we go.
guitars. I tour. I have a car. All these cool things, because you know, if you're gonna do something, make sure you do it well and you work hard at it, and then.
Pretty big achievements in 4 years. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, and
You multiplied a bag, took a car out of it,
a place to live, a
Mary
bed,
Poppins right there.
furniture, things like that. But I met a lot of cool people who kind of steered me in the right direction. I wrote with a lot of people that taught me really how to do it, and now it's kind of like.
So you feel that people that are a little bit upper will help you out, give you tips. They're not gonna be shady and try to steer you the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Like they're
I'm a firm believer in the iron sharpens iron aspect of things, and kind of like everything. So if I'm going to team up with somebody to write, I'm going to make sure that I either learn something from that or they learn something from it.
Yeah. So okay, let's talk about life of a musician, right? Because you guys wonder what the hell a musician does all day apart from drinking beer and
Not much else.
playing video games.
We drink
Here we
beer.
go.
So let's see.
Here we go. That one's empty. That one's done, along with a cigarette butt. All right.
I mean, inspiration's got to be bottled, right?
Just go ahead and move down. Like, don't go back.
So the life of
Okay, so here we go. So let me ask this to my musicians fellow over here that kind of experienced 4 years of musicianship in Nashville Music City. What kind of schedule are you on, like versus like how do you divide your time between networking, writing music, co-writing, and playing out?
Okay. So networking should happen every time you play out.
Yeah.
Because what that is that's giving everyone that are potential co-writers and other writers and other people the first example of what you do. Like the sound you have, what your personality is on stage. That's their first. That's the sneak preview.
So how many times do you play out a week?
I mean, I used to play out like 5 nights a week, and now it's like when I'm playing my own stuff, I try to keep it down to like 2.
You gotta find time to write as well, and rehearse and
So
polish
on the
material.
on like a typical on a 7-day week, which most weeks are, of course
I
most
beg to
days
differ.
most days start with work. So you gotta work a day job, because trying to have an entire income just on your music is very difficult. So it looks like you work a 9 to 5.
So do you have a full-time job?
I do. I am a manager at the local Papa John's.
Good. So that's how tenacious musicians are here. On top of their full-time jobs, they still pursue their career outside of that. So when people, you imagine a musician just chilling with a beer, not doing anything all day. These people, they work their ass off. And when other people go home and watch TV and don't have to think about anything anymore, we go home and work on our music, work on our networking, research music online.
Yeah, I want to say something to that. And this is not meant to be attacking or anything like that, but a lot of people in this world, I think, work off of other people's accomplishments and contribute to a framework that already exists. I think musicians, for all of their faults, and there are many, try to make something original, try to make their own imprint on the world before they leave, and for no guarantee. And actually, the guarantee are that the odds are against you. That's the guarantee. And so I think that's everyone thinks we have it wrong. Everyone thinks we have it all wrong. Like we don't have like honest jobs or anything like that. But I would argue that we're the only people that have it all right. We do something only because we love it. The likelihood of success is very low, and it's worth it to us just because of the pure emotions of love and dedication, and there's nothing else at play there, like sort of underhanded ambition or anything like that. And I think that's important, and I think that's how everyone should be. Like, imagine if public servants actually wanted to serve the public and weren't just really ambitious people that were selfish and wanted things for themselves. I think that would be good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it looks like we've lost our interviewer for a minute here, so I guess if you guys want to wind this up, is there anything? There's going to be a lot of people around the world that would love to come to Nashville, is there any real quick advice you could give somebody that's heading in? Just grab your bag, your guitar, if your dream's big enough, come on over and try it.
You know, if you find yourself as the big fish in a small pond, then this is where you should be, because this is the kind of place that will teach you that the large amount that you know is very little in comparison to the amount of things that you need to know in music. Like, I know when I was in New Jersey, I could sell out a show and it would be like nothing. But when I come here, I'm lucky if I get like 5 people to a show in a place that seats hundreds.
In other words, if you can make it down here, you're gonna make it anyway.
If you want to take the next step in the size of your pond, then come here.
My advice would be Nashville has a lot of advantages in that there are a lot of people around that can help you out and that can inspire you, but it has some disadvantages, and there's a lot of temptations to compromise the music along the way. Like, if you can write a great country song and you're not a country artist, but you just do this and you just want to make what I call a Walgreens song or something like that. Not say the country music, but like you just hear it, sounds like everything else, it's polished, but it's not doing it for you, it doesn't even register. That opportunity is here too. But if you want to be like a real like artist, just come here and make sure you stay the course and that you keep focused on what it is that you want to do and hold on to that, even if in the short term it's hard.
Awesome. All right, gentlemen, how can the viewers find you online, Facebook, websites?
You should look up Jordan Gonzalez, Jordan Gonzalez, Gonzalez on YouTube, and I have some videos up there.
Okay, what about Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Yeah, facebook.com/2 Jordan Gonzalez, spelled the same way.
Have you got a website or anything?
I do. It's JordanGonzalezMusic.com.
So basically, we're going to go with the Gordon Gonzalez. That'll pretty much take you on.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right. For me, you can find me at DanielBellMusic.com. If you're on Facebook, facebook.com/DanBellMusic. If you're on Instagram or Twitter or anything like that, it's DanielBell10, the number 1, the number 0. And yeah, I'm not really on YouTube. I never really got into it, but I will be soon, because me and Jordan are going to put up some videos here in a little bit in the next couple weeks.
Awesome, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Now, I hear we've got a good cop, bad cop routine going on.
No, you can't do that now. That has to be done. That has to be done at the beginning.
That's on the fly.
I just didn't want. I was like, yeah, I can't get away with it.
You can't get away with that one. All right. Next time we'll throw that in there.
On the next episode.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
No problem. On the next episode, yes.